Sorry, y'all. I can only do so much. My iPad froze. So here's where we are. My iPad froze. So y'all can see me. My iPad froze. But I'm back. I'm back. Okay, great. But like I was saying, Em, you have reason to be pissed. Hey, Val. Hey, y'all. Sorry my iPad died. Totally my fault because I thought that it was charging last night. Hi, Isha. I thought it was charging last night, but y'all, it did not charge. So we are on the phone. But yeah, you have every reason to be upset. You have every reason because it's been so long. That's exactly what it is, Em. That is factual. That's exactly what it is. You can sit here and say, he can sit there and tell you, well, you know, this happened and I miss my dad. And that all may very well be true, but it's still, at the end of the day, it's not an excuse to avoid the person you're in a relationship with, to avoid an important conversation that needs to be had. How long are you going to put this off? How long are you going to keep avoiding what I need to tell you? How long are you going to keep avoiding important conversations or making plans or giving a definitive answer? How long is that going to go on? See what I'm saying? And see, that's where you cut people off. That's where you cut people off because you're not going to play with my emotions and me allow it. I'm not going to allow you to play with my emotions. Then he calls you at his convenience. It's not right and it's not fair. Then he calls you at his convenience and expects you to be there. He expects you to be there when he has a need. It's imbalanced. That's exactly what it is. It's imbalance. And let's see. Yeah, the Fool. So we got the Fool. He's going to have to decide whether or not he wants to take, or this also could be Spirit's message of saying, you know, if you want to take that risk and try this thing again, the King of Wands, give it another go. But Spirit's saying, if you do, there's still going to be drama. 10 of Wands. Yeah. 10 of Wands. There's still going to be drama. There's still going to be drama even if he calls you. There's still going to be drama. And you answer him. Every time you answer him, I can guarantee you there's going to be drama. Because he's going to tell you that he's got stuff going on. He doesn't have time to talk about this right now. Can we talk about this another time? He's going to talk about what he wants to talk about. That's the dynamics of this. This is how this is going. Or zero at all. Zero at all. Minimum doesn't work for him. Some people, minimum doesn't work. You literally have to cut them off cold turkey. Cut them off cold turkey in order for them to realize you are not a game. This is not a game. So every time you answer him or respond to him, you're just re-entering that cycle of, I can be there for you, but when you need me, remember the question you asked him and then he all of a sudden had to get off the phone because he had a toothache and he had something going on. And this has happened more than once, more than twice. So you see what I'm saying? Yeah, we're back, Divine. Yeah. So every time you answer this person and every time you respond to their text, it's like it's just like being with a narcissist. The narcissist does not care about what you have going on. For example, I'm not saying your person is a narcissist, but exactly. But I'm just using this as an example. Anyone who's ever been with a narcissist, this is a thing. They need you, but they want you to become codependent upon them. So you're looking forward to their phone calls. You're looking forward to their texts. So they can put you on hold as long. It's the push and pull effect. Yeah, it's the push and pull effect. I give you just enough to keep you hanging on. And so the moment that you need something, I'm not available. I can't talk about this right now. I'm busy. I have too much going on. See what I'm saying? But then they expect you to come running as soon as they call. Well, you better answer my calls. Who are you? Well, I've been texting you. Okay, and I'm busy. I have things going on. You see what I'm saying? You don't call him, but he's damn sure gonna call you because whatever it is that he wants, whether it's just your attention, it could just be your attention, it could just be your time, whatever he wants from you, he wants that connection, he wants that energy. So the moment that you decide to withdraw, and the moment that you decide I'm not calling, he'll call you and you'll answer because you're waiting for that. You're waiting for him to call you. You're expecting it. He wants you to be expecting it. So yeah, this is like 10 of Wands. This is overwhelming. This is drama. This is stress, burdens, and overwhelmed. He's determined. I feel like he's determined to keep this going. Yeah, King of Wands. I feel like this is his energy. He's determined to keep this going. But Spirit's like, are you going to have the faith to move out of this, to be in a single energy? Page of Wands. Yeah, because it's stressful. That's exactly what the 10 of Wands is. Drama, consistent drama is stressful. At this point in your life, we want peace always. We've got temperance. You need balance. That's what temperance is all about. Alignment. Yeah, alignment. Your mental health and your peace of mind should be top priority. And anything that takes it from you, that's the thing. Temperance. Because the cycle that keeps repeating itself, this little hamster wheel that keeps repeating itself, every time you pull back, he rings in, you answer, boom, you're right back in the cycle again. It's like, oh, I got her. She answered me. She thought she could get away, but she answered me. She commented on my post. She responded to my text. So we're still in this technically. That's basically what it is. And so until you decide to balance it out and say, I'm not giving to this situation because I'm not gaining from this situation. That's another thing to think too. The conversations that you all have, the interactions and everything that's exchanged energetically, what are you gaining from it? What are you gaining from it? How is it benefiting you? We're going to push aside the moments where he's supportive. Outside of those moments, what are you gaining from it? Yep, we've got the Hangman. Spirit says it's up and it's stuck right now. It's stuck because the universe is wanting you to see it from a different perspective. That's where we're at. And it's not going to go anywhere until someone decides to bring balance to the situation. Whichever party that is. It's not going to end or move forward with this Hangman energy here until somebody decides to either one, cut it off, or two, move it forward. Right. But Spirit says you're a Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, that's literally what they're telling me. You're not gonna have peace until somebody decides to take action and do something different. Because remember, I had the 8 of Wands here too. Once somebody decides to literally take action in the situation, either move things forward or communicate about moving things forward, definite communication, it's gonna stay stagnant. It's the Hangman energy of staying stagnant and not really moving anywhere. Not really moving anywhere. Because the thing about it is, yes, there's love here with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups, but there's no emotional availability. When you're not emotionally vulnerable and you're not willing to open up and you're not willing to take things to the next level, it just stays stagnant. It just stays stagnant. And Spirit says you're a Queen of Pentacles, so you deserve better than that. You deserve better than that. You're actually very abundant and you have so many other blessings coming towards you. So it's like taking care of your health and your well-being should be top priority because you're a queen and you should be treated as such. So that's where we are. Pretty much. Pretty much. I was just saying this to somebody the other day. Like, love is not enough. Love is not enough to keep a connection going. You have to have consistent communication. You have to have chemistry. You definitely have to be attracted to the person you're with. You have to be able to be mature, because relationships require a certain amount of mental and emotional maturity to be able to be with someone from an understanding place. Yes, emotional intelligence, emotional maturity, financial stability. There's so many other things to factor in when you decide to be in a relationship. Yep, patience, prayer, you're right, Divine. So many other things outside of love. And if you don't have it, it really can put a strain on that connection. If you don't have the consistent communication where you're constantly wondering, okay, where is this going? Confusion. Constant confusion. And you know the saying, like they would tell you in school, when in doubt, see it out. When you have those multiple choice questions, A, B, or C, when in doubt, see it out. Because confusion is so disruptive. Nobody wants to constantly be wondering, well, I wonder if he's still interested. I wonder if things are going to get better. I wonder if he's going to be all right. Well, he told me this happened last week, and then this happened with his grandmother, and then this happened with his dog, and then this happened with his car, and he's always got something going on. And it's like, at what point is your life peaceful enough for things to just be me and you? Where do I fit in? If your partner, or you're the person who has so much stuff going on, right, Divine? If you're the person that has so much stuff going on, where do you have time for a partner? Where do you have time for a girlfriend or a boyfriend? Because you have so much stuff going on. You don't take special time out. Exactly, Aisha. You're still trying to figure out your living situation. You're still trying to get your money together. You still got to take care of this. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's what it is. Because your actions and your words don't match. You'll tell the person, I love you. And that could be very true, that you love this person, but love is not enough. Love is not enough. Love is not enough. You have to do a lot more than just loving someone. That's like a mother saying, I love my baby. You gave birth to this child. I love my baby. Okay, but how is that going to feed the baby? How is that going to clothe the baby? How are you going to be able to put the baby in school? Is your love enough? No. Somebody has to take care of that child. Somebody has to make sure the child is presentable. All of the things. Right, exactly, Divine. Pick a side. Is it me, or is it all the other stuff you got going on? Figure it out. Figure it out. Because you deserve better than that. You want more than that. And it's okay for you to want more than that. You should want more than just bare minimum. Because that's exactly what this is. Bare minimum. I'll call and I'll text. There you go. There you go. That's the thing. That's the thing. You deserve more than just this much. And you're the type of person that's it's an all or nothing type of situation. So if the person is not willing to give you their all, then they're just wasting time. Hey, love. Exactly. Exactly, Divine. Exactly. You make the time. You make it happen. Anything that we want, we will make it happen. If I decide that I want to go somewhere for my birthday this month, I'm doing that. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to see to it that I make that happen. If I decide that I want to go on vacation this year, you best damn well believe I'm going to make sure that I set aside the funds and ask all the questions and do the research so I can make sure I'm ready to go. And then again, that's not your problem. That, you know what I'm saying? That's not your fault. That's not your problem. Even still, you've had setbacks. That didn't stop you from being involved in the connection. That's an excuse. That's just an excuse, is what that is. Right, Divine? I know it. I know it, girl. I know it. Well, now I've got this situation. Like I said, it's constantly a situation. Yeah. It's constantly a situation though. Like you've had some setbacks and it didn't stop you. You still showed up. You were still supportive. You were still there. You were still loyal and consistent. One thing I will tell y'all about y'all water signs, y'all are loyal. Y'all are very committed to your partners. That's one thing I know about my water signs. Y'all are very committed. But it's like, honey, some folks don't deserve that loyalty. Yeah, some folks don't deserve that loyalty because you have a lot of it to give. You have a lot of it to give. You know it? Yep. Up and down. But the thing about it, Aisha, is if you really want something, like I said earlier, if you really want something, you're going to make it happen. You're going to make it happen. You find a way to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that's like, I can have 5 ingredients in my kitchen, but I can bet you I can make me something to eat with them 5 ingredients. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, put a little sugar in there, and boom, I got me something to eat. I'm gonna make it work. That's what you do in a relationship. You make it work. That's what people do in marriages. They make it work. You make it work. You don't let a setback, okay, so we don't have ketchup. Okay, we don't have ketchup. Do we have barbecue sauce? Yes. Okay, great. So we'll use the barbecue sauce. Do we have bread? We don't have bread. Okay, all right, I will use a tortilla. Do you see what I'm saying? You make it work. So we got some turkey, beef franks in there. We'll use those. We got a little onion. We got some bell pepper in there. Okay, let's throw it in there. Let's make something happen. When you really want something to happen, you're going to make it happen. All of this, well, you know, I don't have the money to run to the store and get the ketchup and, you know, no, you're going to make do with what you got in there. Because that's all you got. All you got in that connection is one another. So you got to be your support system for one another, or the connection's going to fall to pieces. It's going to fall to pieces. If somebody's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm out of here. Like, we're not going to eat if we don't make do. Because that's all we got. So if you really want something, Reek, are you running? If you really want something, you're going to make it happen. It's not going to be excuses. It's not going to be emotional drama. It's not going to be none of that. Probably. That sounds like what it is. But that's, you know what I'm saying? It's, again, that's not your issue. Yep. That's a personal problem. That's a personal, and that's something, if you know that you struggle with things like that, that's just like, if I know that I have a problem with ghosting people, that's something that I need to figure out. That's something that I need to figure out and work through before I start dating people, so I'm not running around ghosting people. You see what I'm saying? That's my personal issue. So I shouldn't get into a relationship with you and say, well, I mean, that's just how I am. I've always had this problem. Just because I've always had this problem doesn't make it okay. Divine. Right. I mean, but he damn near does. He damn near does. But I mean, because, you know, I've been a ghoster, so I can speak from experience. But that's something that I have to work out before I get into, you know, a relationship, but it's not fair to you. It's not fair to the other party to put my issues and my traumas on somebody else. It's not fair. It's not fair. And I have every right to say, you know what? This is not my issue. I'm going to walk away from this situation. Goodbye. Not staying here. You make it very clear that you have a lot of baggage to unpack, a lot of things to deal with. Why should I stick here? Why am I staying here? Give me one solid good reason why I should stay in this connection. Divine. Right. I mean, like Divine said, there's plenty of options in this world. You are one man. What makes you think I should jump through hoops for you? Are you jumping through hoops for me? That's just my perspective. If you're not jumping through hoops for me, give me a good reason for me to stick around for this. Because I shouldn't have to constantly deal with whatever all of this is. Whatever all of that is, it's not my responsibility. I'm not saying you are. I'm just using that as an example. Like, why should I stick around for this? Why should I be supportive of this? Why should I constantly have to deal with something that's not my issue? Just for what? Out of what? Love? I can find it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I can find love somewhere else with someone else who doesn't have all of this drama going on. Who knows how to communicate like an adult? Who knows how to interact in a relationship? Someone who wants to communicate, who wants to be consistently present, who wants to put in the effort fully. Right. That's my thing. I mean, if the person is not, and here's the thing too, like, I think I was having this conversation with my mom the other day. When people get, men and women, adults, it's hard for adults to change because we have a pattern of doing things a particular way. So if that's how he is, in another 10 years, he's still going to be that same way. It's hard to change. I mean, people say that saying, it's hard to change a grown man. It's hard to change a grown woman too. But it's hard to get people to change when they've gotten so comfortable behaving in a certain way. If that's their go-to when shit hits the fan or stress, it's like when shit hits the fan, that's how they're always going to respond to stress because that's how they've done it for 40, 50, 60 years. That's been how they process things. So changing is not even going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's not even going to be an option because that's just how they operate. You know what I mean? So that's just something to consider, And it's like, at the end of the day, the question is, why am I here? What am I hoping to gain? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. That it's the content of their character. It's who they are. It's who they are. Just like a narcissist will always be a narcissist. That's who they are. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, how am I benefiting from this situation? I'm not at peace. I'm confused. I'm stressed. Why am I hanging on to this? What am I hoping will change that hasn't changed in the past year, 2 years, 3 years? Like I said, it's not going to change because that's who they are. And it's going to be a constant loop of the same cycle until you end it. The same cycle until you end it. Yep. Some people are like that. The energetic exchange. I feel like you are, in my opinion, I feel like you are an energetic supply. Whatever he gets from you emotionally, he may not be getting it somewhere else, if that makes sense. So that's why he keeps that little line of communication open, because he knows if he's going through something, he can call you, he can vent, he can talk, he can complain, he can get all of that out, and you're going to listen. You're going to listen, you're going to sympathize, you're going to empathize, and all of that. Other people, other women like me, I would be like, okay, I'm sorry to hear that, but can you call me back? Because my capacity to sit and listen to negativity is very, my tolerance is very, very low. But he knows that you're open to that. So that's my opinion. Because I do feel like he genuinely does have love for you. I feel like he genuinely does. He just, the rest of his life is in shambles. So it's hard for him to be present for a relationship. It's hard for him to be present for a relationship fully because he has so much other drama going on. But I feel like he does genuinely have love for you. It's just, he's got all the other external things going on, so he can't fully be present. It's a really crappy situation. Yeah, it's a crappy situation, but it's like, when you see something for what it is, you can understand it. Like, okay, this person does love me. They just have a lot of things that they need to deal with. Let them deal with it. Let them deal with it. You know? I mean, you just, in my opinion, you deserve to be with somebody who's going to be present fully. And I mean fully present, you know, and not always having to guess or not be able to feel free to speak how you feel, to speak what it is that you want, and be heard. You should be able to feel that you're being heard and there's something being done about it. Like, it's not just words coming out of your mouth. You're not being ignored. You're not being disregarded. Yeah, exactly. But when you have a situation like this, that's long distance, it can feel like that because nothing else is changing. Where's the gap closing? Even that gap, what are the plans to close that gap? There's no plans to close that gap. And this has been going on like you said, since 2020. Here we are in 2022. So what are the plans to close this gap? So you're not feeling like, okay, am I a partner or am I a parent? Because that's kind of what it sounds like. And a lot of times when you're there as a support system, like you said, why does he reach out to you? It's almost like, in a sense, like you mothering, in a sense. Like, well, you know, you offer good suggestions, you give good advice, and then you're also very understanding, you're very sympathetic, that type of thing. So you feel like that, versus when you're in a relationship and you actually feel like, oh, I'm this person's girlfriend, or I'm this, I'm this person's fiance, whatever labels you guys use. But you feel that more when you have that direct connection. You feel that more when you and your person are together and you actually spend that time together. Not just talking about it, but actually doing it. And I think that could be it's a big part of the strain too. Cause it's like, Yeah, because you've already voiced to him how it makes you feel. So now it's like, well, like how you were talking about the self-pity and the self-sabotage. Because it's draining. It's draining. Every time you talk to your person, you don't want to have to hear, oh, this is falling to pieces. Oh, now I got to find a place to stay. Oh, now this isn't working out. Oh, I lost my job. oh, I can't take care of this. Nobody wants to hear that every time we're having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So now he just is like, well, I better not say anything because I don't want to make her feel, you know, whatever. But at the same time, yeah, I think that's why. But it gets old. Complaining. Yes. Complaining, constantly venting, constantly having issues going on. It gets old. Like I was saying earlier, peace, not problems. Some people want problems always. Some people have problems always. And it's like, do you ever have a moment where you're just happy? Can you just be content? Can we just have a great time and enjoy? Like, you know, those moments when you do have those good moments, you enjoy those good moments because they're so far few in between. You shouldn't remember. It's so bad that you remember the good times because there's so few in between. You remember the really good times because they're not drama. And that's why I said your peace, my peace for me is numero uno. If I have to, I literally broke up with a man for this very reason. Every time we talked, every time we were in the car together, anytime we were in each other's presence, it was war. It was war. Like, it was constantly, if I could just be sitting here in my chair, he would complain about my shirt looking like a tablecloth. He would complain about my makeup not being dark enough. He would complain about my hair not having, like, everything was so negative and so pessimistic. And my energy is not that way. So I literally had to cut him off because it was too much. Yeah. Yeah. But it honestly, that's the thing, because you have such a loving heart and you're such a caring person. But honestly, he needs to be there for himself. He needs to be there for himself. This is why self-care and self-love is so important. Hey, Jessica. But I can't pour from an empty cup. And I know we hear that, and a lot of times it just, I know. How are you, love? I can't pour from an empty cup. If I'm drained, if I have stuff going on, I can't pour from an empty cup. So he can't show up for this connection fully because he has so much stuff going on. This is going on with that. This is going on with that. He's not ready for a relationship. And instead of just being honest and saying that, this is where we are. Right. I am, love. Thank you for asking. It's like at some point you got to grow up and handle it. Exactly. You do, Jessica. You got to grow up and handle it. Like, people are not going to hold your hand and walk you through every aspect of life, walk you through every challenge. It's not going to happen. That's the reality. You've got to figure some stuff out. You got to make some stuff shake. But when you, like you were saying, you know, like if you self-sabotage and, you know, you think down, you allow your insecurities to take over, that's where you struggle. You can't love somebody else when you're not secure. If I'm not secure in myself, then I can't be secure in other relationships. If I'm not secure in my abilities, right. If I'm not secure, I'm speaking from his end. If I'm not secure in myself, then it's going to be hard for me to show up in a relationship as a secure, strong, confident person. Confidence is extremely attractive because it says I am capable of managing my shit on my own. I don't need somebody else to come and manage it for me. I've got it. I've got this. I don't need other people coming in and doing it for me. I don't need to be baby. I don't need somebody to hold my hand. I don't need to be coddled. I know exactly what I need to do, and I'm getting it done. You can count on me to be here. You can count on me to get it done. But when you have insecurity and self-doubt, and you lack the self-confidence to do things, it shows up in your relationship as lack of communication. It shows up in your relationship as trauma, triggers, trust issues, because you're lacking the confidence in yourself. That's where that comes from. It's that person's own insecurities, and they're projecting it onto the relationship. So now you have to deal with the repercussions of that, because the person, again, hasn't taken that time. Right. And that's a great thing. But it's like, what about yourself? When you yourself are going through something, how do you pull yourself out of it? It's great to be there. If I can be there for you, then I need to be there for myself. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. If I can be there for myself, then I can be there for you. But you got to be able to be there for yourself first. In a way, in a sense, it's almost like you guys kind of mirror each other, because it's like you have those moments where you need that reassurance. Yeah. But it's like he struggles with the self-sabotage because he's not confident. He doubts himself. He doesn't think that he's worthy of certain things. It's the constant negative thoughts. It's the constant battling the negative thoughts. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like y'all both have similar things to deal with, because it's like you can be there for somebody else, but when you're going through it, how are you pulling yourself through it? How are you self-soothing? How are you talking yourself through the issue and getting yourself over it? And that's what I mean, being extremely confident in yourself to know, I am fully capable of doing this. I will find something different. I will succeed at this particular thing. I'm gonna make it out. And that was sweet of him. That was appropriate for him to do at the time you needed him to be there. That's great. But the thing is, when he's going through some of his own things, how is he handling it? And how are you being affected by it? Because, right. And I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying I was using him as an example. He doesn't know how to self-soothe. He tends to go into hermit mode and takes it out on everybody else. Well, I don't want to talk about this right now. This is his mood, This is his mood. Right. And it's like, okay, so at what point are you able to pull yourself up out of that and say, I'm capable of moving forward? That's what I'm saying. Because if you're the head of a household, you're going to have to pull yourself up out of situations. We all go through down times. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we all go through down times, but we all have to figure out how to get out of it. We all have to figure out how to keep moving. It's like you have a meltdown, but then you realize, okay, I got shit to do. Let's go. Like, I'm not going to sit here. Yeah. And sometimes you need to cry it out. That's fine. But it's like with him, he's going to stay there for however long he needs to stay in that moment of needing a cry or needing whatever it is. And you may not hear from him for days or however long it takes him to get out of that. So it's like, how do you constantly deal with that? And you have things that need to be done. You have things that need to be planned. You see what I'm saying? That's like even at a job. You may have something go on, something may go down, a machine may break. It's going to stop the press, but guess what? They're going to figure out a way to keep, exactly. They're going to figure out a way to keep things running. They're going to keep production running. Somebody cut their finger. We got to go get first aid. We're going to sanitize the things. but we're going to keep things running. Just because you got a man down doesn't mean the whole force is down. You've got to keep going. And that's the thing with the confidence. Like, you have to have enough confidence in yourself. And that's the thing. Once you realized that you are accomplished and that you have the skills and you have the things you need, once you got your confidence back, you were like, I got this. You didn't, like you said, you didn't stay stuck in that low energy. But when you're dealing with somebody who stays stuck in low energy, it's hard for them to show up for you because they're still stuck in their mess. And so that's what I'm trying to say. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And we got the Hangman. So it's like the possible outcome of things staying stuck until someone balances this whole situation out. It's pretty much where it's going to be. It's going to be stuck until either you decide to cut it off or he decides to move it forward, whichever one happens first. But it's looking like, based on the cards, it's looking like things are at a standstill because either he's going to have to realize that he's going to have to move differently and he's going to have to learn how to, you know what I'm saying? He's going to have to learn how to deal with his issues, or he's going to have to let this go, whichever one comes first. Thank you, Aisha. Girl, I couldn't do it. It's a lot. It's a lot. So that's what it looks like. Now, of course, you know, do what you're going to do, but that's what it looks like. Unless somebody decides to take action and somebody says, hey, this is not going to work. This is not working for me. This is not bringing me peace. I am not going to sit here and wait for you to figure it out. I'm moving on with my life. Or if somebody says, you know what? I do love you. I do want to move forward. Let's plan on A, B, and C by August of this year. Do you see what I'm saying? Somebody has to make definite, solid plans for things for the gap to be bridged in order for things to keep. Otherwise, we have this. Well, next week, he'll be in a better energy. Or by the end of January, mid-January, he might be in a better energy. He's talkative. He wants to talk. He's telling you all the great things. And then it lasts. And then some shit happens. So then we're back in the same spot again. Right. I mean, whatever works at this point. Whatever works. But it's this constant cycle. It's the constant cycle of back and forth. Do you want it or do you not want it? Are you able to handle this or you're not able to? Like, you know? There's a lot of good ones. Tony Gaskins is a good one too. But it's just like, at some point, you have to decide what's best for you. Just, you know, as much as you love the other person and you do want things to work out, you have to put yourself as a priority. Because coming from a man, and all male relationship coaches I know, men typically think about their own self-preservation first. They think about themselves first. And if he's got something going on, a man will be quick to tell you, I'm not ready for this right now. I don't have time for this. Men have no problem saying, I don't have time for this right now. I'm not ready for a relationship. I'm not looking for a relationship. Men have no problem with telling you directly what is going on a lot of the time. Now you have those moments, but I wish women were as direct a lot of times. I don't desire to, nor am I going to sit here and act like I want a relationship with someone who can't show up for themselves. You know, I'm not going to sit here and wait around for you to deal with all of the drama that you have going on in your life. You're an adult, figure it out. That's the thing. That's like asking the landlord to wait around. That's like asking the landlord to wait around for 6 months for you to pay your rent because you just have a lot going on. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. After the first 30 days, They're going to be like, we need to see some type of effort here. We need to see that you're trying to at least put 100 on it, 250, 300, put something on it, but let us know that you're putting forth the effort to pay this bill that you owe. You have an obligation. Same with a relationship. You have an obligation. Either you show up or you move out. Move out of the way for the next tenant. Because we're not going to wait 4, 5, 6 months while you're, oh, well, I'm still in between jobs. I got this going on. I can't afford it. Landlord, get him out of here. Get him out of here. We will come with the sheriff. We will serve you the papers. You need to be out of here by the end of the month. That's it. That's it. There's no, yeah, move him out. Get him out of here. He's making no payments at all. That's just like collections. He's made no payments at all, no efforts at all. His balance has not dwindled. He's got the same balance he had 5 months ago. Get him out of here. ASAP. That's just it. And that's what I mean. Your words are not enough. Well, you know I love you. That's great. Where's that getting us? I love you. I love you too. But where's that getting us? Well, you know, I got a lot of things. Okay, so work out your things. Work it out. Work it out. Work it out without me. Work it out. No. Work it out. I don't. No. Just work it out without me. Because this is not. This is not gonna work. Yes, you've been served. Somebody needs to be served today. Served. Because the longer it goes on, that's time is, you know the saying, time is money, right? Time is money. So the longer he stays, longer he's staying in your energy rent free. Well, I wouldn't even care. I would just be like, well, here's the eviction notice. You got 30 days. You got 30 days. You know what? You got 30 days to get it together. I'm out of here. You got 30 days to get and get out of here. That's it. Like, I'm not doing this. The back and forth, the confuse. No. I want peace. If it doesn't bring you peace, it's bringing you problems. Yeah. Oh, he would probably have a poker face, Em. He probably would have a poker face. But no, you're right, Divine. Yeah, he would probably have a poker face. You know how sometimes men try to act hard, like they're unbothered. Like, I see this. I see this text. I see this. You all right, honey? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. No, Divine, you're right. He would have been ghosted if it was me. I would have been gone. I would have been gone. Long gone. Because I don't have the patience. I don't. The Sagittarius knows I don't. I've left him before. Yep. Never hesitate to leave. Never hesitate to leave. Especially when your peace of mind is at stake. Your peace of mind is at stake. Hey, Ricky. The thing is, most women, like now in today's society, most women are fully independent. Like you fully take care of yourself. So a relationship is like, it's like icing on the cake. Like you are the cake. Okay. So having a person is icing. You don't have to have the icing to have a really good cake. You're already the cake. You are it. The relationship is like, okay, we're just gonna put a little layer of buttercream on there. But we might have to change that icing. So you know what I mean? You don't require much. You don't ask for much. The little bit that you do ask for, it's reasonable. It's reasonable. Right. Me personally, I don't care for icing on my cake either. I have a very little bit of icing on cake when I eat it. Like, that's for real. Like, I don't like hot fruit. I don't like hot fruit, and I don't care for icing. I love birthday cake, but I like birthday cake with very little icing, like just a little bit. But yeah, you don't need the icing. The cake is still great without the icing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you know, like cherry pie or like even with peach cobbler, I'll eat the crust and the juice. Yeah. But like hot cherries, oh gosh, no. Apples, no. Like hot fruit is just, ooh. The ice cream cake sounds good. See, I shouldn't start talking about food. Y'all know I'm a foodie. But yeah, you are the whole cake. You don't need the icing. The icing is just complimentary. You know what I mean? It's complimentary of the chef. You know? Right. It's complimentary. You know how you have the dish? Oh my goodness, no. You know, I love the flavor, Divine. I love the flavor, but it's a texture thing for me. It's a texture thing. That's the whole reason I don't eat shrimp, because I can't. Like, the texture is, I can't. But yeah, you're the whole cake. You don't need the icing. So you're good regardless. That's the thing. You're good regardless. I think I get that from my mom, though. The hot fruit thing, because she's like that. My mom doesn't like cherries. I don't like cherries either. Just hot cooked fruit. That's what it is. Cooked fruit. The funny thing is, I like jellies. I will eat jelly on a biscuit, you know, something like that. But hot fruit, no. It's a no. I don't blame you. But like Divine said, I wouldn't answer him either. I mean, I would just pretty much be done with it, because it's like, yeah. You don't like pineapples. Wow. I love. Is it the taste? But yeah, I wouldn't even be bothered, because if he can't, here's the thing, if he can't be bothered when you need to talk about something important, then why should you pick up the phone when he's calling? Bananas. You don't like bananas. I've never met a person that doesn't like bananas. It's like, why should you be bothered? And if he can't answer you about something that he's responsible for dealing with, and he avoids the conversation, why should you answer him? Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. An aftertaste thing. I don't like mushrooms. I don't like them. Or olives. I do not like olives. It's a texture thing. But yeah. You definitely deserve better, Em. For sure. Olives and mushrooms, I cannot stand them. I cannot stand them. Now, the flavor of mushrooms, they're okay. Like the flavor, oh my gosh, no. Oh no, it's a texture thing. Mushrooms taste like ears. They're like ears. Olives are too salty. They're too salty. The green onion, the green olives, the flavor of them, they're okay. The black olives, it's a no. They're too salty. I take them off. They're also like, they're like ears. It was like ears. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, like when sometimes I mess with Rico's ears, and that's the texture that I play with his ears, and that's the texture I think mushrooms taste like to me, like the texture of his ears, and that just does something for me. Oh my gosh. Y'all, yeah. Be prepared to be entertained whenever you hop in, because you never know what I'm gonna say. person like that too, that can eat a whole thing of black olives, no problem. And I'm just like, I'm gagging because I'm just like, oh, like, no, I can't do it. There's, is there a fruit that I don't like? I'm trying to think if there's a fruit I don't like. I actually love fruit. Well, I don't care for cherries. I don't like cherries. I like black cherries. But the red cherries, what do they call them? The maraschino cherries, I don't care for them. I don't like them. Yeah. Really? They're gross. They're all gross. It's like, ew, ew, ew. And I like black cherries, like I can eat them right out the bag. Oh man. Oh my goodness. I can tolerate the green ones. Honeydew is good, Divine. Honeydew, I love mangoes. Watermelon is okay. Like you know what's weird? I don't never crave watermelon. Watermelon is not something that I crave it, but I love it. When I have it, I have to have it cold. That's the thing with watermelon. I have to have it cold if I eat it. Like, you know, some people can just eat watermelon room temperature. It's got to be cold. But honeydew, I can tear that up. Honeydew and mangoes. Ricky likes mangoes too. He'll eat the peels. But yeah, definitely love my fruit. Love my fruit. I was trying to think if there's a fruit that I don't like, but no, just vegetables. But yeah, you are the cake, Em. You are the cake. Icing is an addition. You're fully capable of taking care of yourself. And that's the thing. You're fully capable of taking care of yourself. And it's like, if the person that you're dealing with is not going to add value to the situation, then what is it for? If it's not going to bring you peace and, you know, hey, Aquarian, how are you, love? If it's not going to bring you peace, and it's not going to help pay bills, and it's not going to make you feel loved, then what is it for? She said, now I want pizza. Now you want pizza? I know. I'm such a foodie. It's because mom's a Taurus. Yep, you sure can, love. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear it, Aquarian. I pray that you have a speedy recovery and that you get well soon. Yes. The best thing is just taking care of yourself. Like taking care, you know. Listen, if I could just, you know, give pizza like that, I would. But, you know, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear it. I'm so sorry to hear it. I know a few people who recently got it. They're a lot better now, but at least your body will be able to build an immunity because you've already been exposed to it. So take it easy, Aquarian. Get you some rest. Stay hydrated. Vitamin C. Vitamin C, B vitamins, vitamin D, vitamin K. All good stuff to help you get back up and going. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? Pizza does sound good though. Like right now I'm like, Right. You know, your body probably already built up an immunity, Em. That's probably why. I mean, I've been surrounded by people who've had it, thankfully. Oh, wow. But I remember the last time you were here, Aquarian, we were talking about Mike possibly not coming back. I didn't think he would come back. So that just confirmed. That just confirmed what I've been thinking. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, a lot of people who, if you're exposed to it regularly, let's see. People who are exposed to it regularly, your body is able to build up antibodies. So it's able to fight it off a lot faster. Hey, but that goes to show you, Aquarian, that your body is doing its natural job. Your immune system is working for you. So that's a blessing. Not everybody gets so lucky. Yeah, my sister had it when she was pregnant last year 3 times. And it was awful. So definitely sending you love and healing. I hope you have a speedy recovery and you heal fully and are well soon. So what would the Virgo say if he had a chance to say it? What would he say? Let's see. 6 of Wands. Somebody wants your attention, divine. Yes, definitely. Definitely sending my prayers for you. That you get well. Page of Pentacles. Somebody wants to start something. Somebody wants to start something, divine. They want to start something. Look at this. It's because of familiarity. 6 of Cups. It's because of familiarity. 6 of Cups. Justice. That's the truth. That's the truth. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. It's because of familiarity. They feel comfortable with you. Page of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands, because you know the Page of Pentacles is about a new start, a small little tiny offer. They want to give you a little bitty, like a little offer to get something going. 6 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Ricky, get out of that chair. Page of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups. It's because of familiarity. You guys have known each other for a very long time. You've got nostalgia. So that's why. That's why. Quake. Thank you, Aquarian love. Justice. If he could tell you something, yeah, he wants you to know the truth, that he has feelings there with the 6 of Cups. You feel like home to him. Like you make him feel, he feels comfortable around you, pretty much. Yeah. And if there was a possibility to get something started, he would love to have your attention. Can I have your attention, please? Excuse Me, Miss by Chris Brown. Yeah, that's what he would tell you. This is funny to me. Ricky. Y'all, Rico's in my business chair. He thinks he owns my business chair. We have this fight every day. Every day. Hey. Are you out? Thanks, Aquarian love. You can go ahead and drop your question. I know it. I know you're good, divine, but you know, if he had something to say, that's exactly what he would say. And I could just picture it too. I could just picture it too. Thank you, Aquarian. You can go ahead and drop your question, love. I got you. Ricky, quit thumping. Ain't nobody trying to get you. Y'all, Ricky got an attitude. He got an attitude because I told him to get out my business chair. Very highly likely. Let's find out. Right off the bat, intuitively, I'm gonna say yes. I feel like you should. All right, Spirit Universe, please show me the messages and the energy surrounding Aquarian light in regards to her, new job opportunity. There goes my shuffling. Energy surrounding divine Cancerian, Aquarian light. Aquarian light. In her new job opportunity. Excuse me. Advice for Aquarian in regards to her interview this week, the new company. Yeah, this is going to be an opportunity for you to really bask in abundance, because we got the Nine of Pentacles, right? So this is, the Nine of Pentacles, she's very much independent, she's very much content, and she's very much financially stable. So this job will provide financial stability for you, Aquarian. We have the Six of Cups. So this is definitely, I feel like this will definitely be a good option. As always, I would read reviews and stuff, but, he probably is salty, and girl, let him lick that salt. Let him lick the salt, because you did what you had to do. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. It looks like this may be an opportunity for you to move into something better, is what I'm getting. Spirit, will they offer Aquarian? Make her an offer. Will they make her an offer? Ooh, we got yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Ooh, it looks like they may make you an offer. That's what it's looking like. It looks like they may make you an offer. And it looks like, yes, you should take it, because it's going to be an opportunity for you to really, like I said, be in your Nine of Pentacles energy. Yeah, moving out of a chaotic situation into something more peaceful. Will they make her an offer? I gotta order me another one of these decks off Amazon, because this really is one of it'd be the smallest things for me sometimes, like the simplest things. This is really one of my favorite, like if I want to ask a quick question. Yep, that's two yeses, that they'll make an offer. Let's see. Right. See, so this is just confirmation for you, Aquarian. Good night, love. Thank you so much for hopping in. Appreciate all the love, as always. They make Aquarian an offer. Spirit. Let's see. What's up? Give me 3 more. The last one was a no, but I got 2 yeses. So for me, that's a yes. That's a yes. Good night, Valerie, love. Okay, love. Thanks for hopping in. Right. That makes sense, Aquarian Light. Thank you for hopping in, love. Thank you, guys. Thank you, all the moderators. I know, like, y'all, it's late, so. But yeah, it looks like they will make you an offer, Aquarian. Please let me know how it goes. I'm curious now. It looks like they may make you an offer, and it looks like this will be a better opportunity for you. But I'm praying that you get better, that you have a speedy recovery. Definitely sending healing your way. Yeah. Thank you for hopping in. Good night, y'all.